like that hits me so hard because of like all just like the torture that I went through last year. Like I hated going through all that last year. And like all the stuff that like I went through with my health, and like me feeling like my life was over, and like not being able to lift my head like myself, and like having to watch like all of my dreams, like all of my friends go out and like continue without me. And like I chose in the middle of it to I came to a conclusion like I either had to lose my faith or continue to push forward. And I chose to trust that God was who he says that he was. And like I'm so thankful that I did, because he turns every horrific situation that you're in for your good. And like even like the stuff with my grandpa, and like just like everything, guys, like he is so real. God is so real. And like a relationship with him, like you have to know that it is not always easy. Like you are going to go through torture. Like you're going to go through like hell on earth sometimes, which is what last year felt like to me. Like the year that was like my golden year. I thought like all of the dreams that I'd ever desired were going to happen last year. I had so much ambition, and like my world just flipped upside down, like completely upside down. But I'm so thankful, because even in those moments, like God was with me. He held me close. He brought a woman outside of my hospital room when they like pretty much put the wrong medicine in me, to tell my nurse to tell me that I was completely healed. And in that moment, I didn't feel like I was healed, but it was God reminding me that it doesn't matter how you feel. Just like he said, God is worthy. He is working all things together for your good. If you do not give up, guys, I promise you will get to the other side, and you will be so thankful that you trusted that God is who he says that he is, because it's in that trusting and believing that God is going to work on your behalf that you give him the access into your life to break miracles loose on every corner. But you have to give him that. You have to give him that room in your life. You have to ask him to invade your situation, to change your heart when you don't feel it, when your situation feels hopeless. You've got to sing his praises, because he's worthy. It doesn't matter what your situation goes through, like what you're going through in your situations, what it looks like, how hopeless it seems. I felt so hopeless last year, like crying, not being able to like do anything. I couldn't do anything, like nothing. I couldn't even eat. Like I dropped so much weight because I was so sick, like, and God was there. And sometimes bad things happen to good people, but God uses those bad things as like literally a opportunity to bring us closer to him, which is really all that we need, and to grow us and to expand our testimony so that we can reach more people. So I don't know what that looks like here in your life right now, or even what your relationship with God looks like. You might not even have one, right? You might just think like he's some fairy tale man in the sky, right? And honestly, if I didn't know how real he was in my life, I would understand where you're coming from. But I have seen God's fingerprints all over. Even yesterday, like there's stuff that I can't reveal to you now, but that I will reveal to you in the future, that like has God's fingerprints on it. Prophecies that he's spoken to my life, like from years and years and years ago, coming true today. And like not just in my life, but in my dad's life, in my brother's life, in my friend group's life, in my grandpa's life. The way he's connected us all together for such a time as this. Like, guys, there's a purpose over your life. And
guys, Allie's crying. All the people that keep saying Allie's crying, I know Allison. She's probably crying because the Holy Spirit, and she's talking about God. It's not a bad thing. That's probably why Allie is crying. I'm going to be honest with you. Do not worry about it. I guarantee you. She's probably not crying about that. Talking about God. Yeah, she's fine.